Hello friends, Rick speaking. I recently saw Doctor.Strange in a Multiverse of Madness, and to be honest, I didn't like it.
No way.
I mean, it was good, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't great either. And today I would like to address a few issues I had with the movie, and no, I will not only rant about it, I will also suggest a different ending, how I think it would have been better because of wasted potential. And maybe we can learn something along the way, and I'll happily discuss anything with you in the comments down below. To be honest, I don't know what to call the series, so let's just call it Let's Start and maybe nitpick about Doctor Strange and the madness of Mediocracy.
We'll see about that. We'll see.
But a quick disclaimer before we start. Yes, there will be obviously spoilers, and no, I haven't seen the Vision or Wonder series, and I'll try to judge the movie only in itself because I think every movie should be able to stand alone. America, Chavez, Wonder or Scarlet Witch, and the wasted potential of the dark Doctor Strange. So let's summarize the movie a little bit. Doctor Strange teams up with a little girl he saw in his dreams that can magically travel through different dimensions, and well, they try to stop the ending of the multiverse. So let's begin nitpicking. One of the main problems I had was the power levels were all over the place. I know I didn't want to reference old movies, but in earlier entries he was quite powerful. He fought against Thanos, goddamn Thanos, nearly alone, and he could hold his ground. I guess he needed to be downgraded so that he had challenges against a starfish, I guess. But okay, I could deal with the whole downgrading thing because for plot reasons. But I mean, Wanda's power level was literally like,
It's over 9,000!
it was all over the place. I mean, don't get me wrong, the scene where the mouth disappeared and the head exploded, damn, that was awesome. It was thrilling. But in one scene, she could bend reality to her own will. Literally the next second she wastes time by fighting normally. Because why? She did bend reality like on a whim. She did it like clapping or walking without any great effort. It was just normal for her, or at least in the scene. I mean, she took the mouth of Black Bolt like it was nothing. And I mean, why wouldn't she just, I don't know, remove all the nostrils, the mouth, eyes? I mean, if you go the way that she can bend reality, why not go all the way in? I mean, imagine that. She's taking all of the faces away more or less, and they're struggling on the ground. They're suffocating, they're wiggling, they can't do nothing, and she just walks over them with a smile and ignores them. Damn, that would have been so powerful. I think that would have shown us how dangerous she can be, even to someone like Strange. You know, I think it just doesn't make any sense at all. The power levels in the whole movie, a little bit about Scarlet Witch. But well, let's get on to America Chavez. But before we start with her, I would just like to say, who came up with the idea, with the character? I guess he took it as a joke, because I mean, am I the only one that is seeing a Mexican that is crossing a border, a literal border into America? I mean, I'm not American, as you can probably hear, but the cliche is still existing, and well, her powers are making a star and a gate to America. I don't know, am I the only one? Oh, okay, let's get on with it and just ignore that part. I thought it was just a little bit weird. But okay, what's up with her? She's fearing for her life and is being tracked down by an evil entity, but still has times to crack some random jokes about spiders and their butts. You know, it's like in other movies where the characters is like a few hundred years old or 100 years old and is still acting like a late pubertal teenage child. It doesn't make much sense for me. And I know it's a comical relief scene, but still too much for me. I mean, she saw different universes.
How many universes have you been to?
72.
But still thinks Spider-Man is weird? Yeah, right. If something can still surprise her, you know? Let's talk about Scarlet Witch, and when we speak about her, let's talk a little bit about the story, because boy, that was so rushed that it seemed like a joke to me.
Now they got animals all over the place.
Who first saw Scarlet Witch? The antagonist, literally 80 minutes in and without any foreshadowing or anything. And then fight, resistance, fight, yada yada yada. What did grind my gears was one scene. She strongly believes she has a lot of kids, you know?
I'm going to leave this reality and go to one where I can be with my children.
But only one pair needs to be afraid of her, that she changes? That she sees the fault in her ways?
Wanda, you have no children. They don't exist.
Oh, but they do. In every other universe.
I mean, it's not like she was on a killing spree and killed everything that was in her way and bathed in the blood of her enemies a minute before, so nah, can't be. And on a side note, I didn't understand her need for redemption arc because the first time we met her, she was evil and she understood it was wrong. I mean, in the first movie we encountered her and she was trying to murder a whole bunch of people and she was trying to destroy more or less the world somehow. And she helped our heroes in the end because of the redemption arc, but now she's the villain without any build-up or anything like that. I think the reason for her to be evil, to be the antagonist, should have been more established as to why she decided to go on a killing spree, but that's just me, I guess.
I'm not some special little snowflake.
And I know it's Marvel, it's cross-references all over the place. I don't have anything against it, but I think every movie should signal you enough information that if you didn't watch it, or if you're first time watching this kind of movie, you don't need to see a whole movie series, I don't know, 10 movies or a literal series to understand the reasons. I think that's just lazy a little bit, but that's just me, I guess. And before we come to the ending with our dark Doctor Strange, I just want to address the whole multiverse debacle in my head. I mean, I like the concept of multiverse, but it takes one main ingredient every Marvel movie has away, easily. That's the fear of death.
Oh, really?
Because every time our main character is now dying or in a dangerous situation, it doesn't really have any consequences anymore. Because in the next movie we can just take another one from another universe to play with, or make a movie where in the universe the person is still alive. So I think it took away the opportunity to fear for our heroes. I think that's quite sad. Or maybe I'm just too pessimistic. I don't know. But now, let's get to the fun part, the alternate ending. First off, I wouldn't change much, but I would take the evil Doctor Strange and make him an ally. But yes, before you click the video away, hear me out and the ending will hopefully surprise you. So, when the good and the bad Strange meet the desolated and ruined universe, our Strange is naturally skeptical over the other. And of course they're not fighting immediately just like in the movie, they're talking. And the evil Strange is just saying, well, it was all a misunderstanding, I was blinded by power and love, or something along that lines. But now they become allies or even friends. So now that we have established a Strange team, our Strange asks the other, how can he help? How will he help? But the other Strange just scoffs a little bit and says, I have my ways. Then we have the fight scene, the whole dream work scene, and let's say, because the other Strange used the Darkhold and he knows what he's doing and he had time to study the book, that's why he has some sort of deep connection with the Scarlet Witch or Wanda. And let's be real here, the Darkhold is just a book of excuses. You can do whatever you like with it and you have an explanation for it because it's magic, it's the book. And no, I don't think it's a cheap method to make a plot or story stand, but well, it's an easy device. Okay, the fight between Strange, the other Strange, and Scarlet Witch is reaching its highest point. All three of them are exhausted, weakened, and they're trying their best to fight, but Scarlet Witch is a little bit weakened. And through the Darkhold and the other Strange, the Stranges are able to get inside her mind. And I would take the same kind of scene like from Dr. Charles Xavier and we see Wanda's mind like that again. There her personality is also in some sort of prison and the ward is the Darkhold itself. But Strange and the other Strange help her defeat the Darkhold, and then when the Strange is reaching down his hand to pull her out of the prison, Wanda is telling him something along the lines like, I never wanted to hurt anyone, I'm not a monster. The other Strange smiles hauntingly and underfrowns her brows. Then the other Strange pushes our Strange out of her mind with ease because our Strange didn't expect it and he has the power in it all. He knows it all. So the other Strange tightens his grip around the wrist of Wanda, pulls her face to his, and whispers to her, I know, because I'm the monster. Then he helps the Darkhold to eradicate her mind or suppress her whole, and he takes her body over, and all her powers are his. Then the Strange Witch, I guess, begins to wreak havoc with our heroes. Our Strange is trying his best to stop her, but he isn't powerful enough, even with the help of America and Wu. So the evil Strange Witch succeeds, and there are two ways to end this whole story potentially. So the first one will be eventually the evil Scarlet Strange just teleports away with the whole temple and the whole shenanigans. But before he goes on his own journey, he says something along the lines like, "Somewhere is my Christine and I will find her." And the rest plays out like in the movie. We see our character arcs more or less finished, besides the one from Wanda, because she ain't no more. And in this version there's potential for more conflict in the future. But the other ending would be something along the lines like, Wanda resists the other Strange, so we have conflict inside and outside. One fight in the mind of Wanda and one outside of Wanda, and our Strange somehow knows what the evil Strange thinks and how much mind he has over Wanda. He knows he's struggling because he still has a little connection with the other. And they're fighting, the dish out punches, and Wanda seems to get her mind back, but ultimately still doesn't succeed. Everything seems lost now. But Wanda still knows what monsters are like, so she has to sacrifice herself to more or less explode herself to stop all of this from happening. So in this version, Wanda still gets a redemption arc, but with a little twist. That's my endings. Overall, I would give the movie 6 out of 10 capes. It's nice to watch, but it isn't a movie I would watch again in 10 years probably. Let me know what you think about the endings. Tell me which one you preferred, or did you like the original the best. And I'll see you in the next one and have a wonderful day. Bye!